Moving into our standing series, we're going to need our foam roller with our lightest Theraband tied a quarter of the way into it. I'd suggest wearing ToeSox for your safety because we'll be standing on the foam roller. And you want to bring the foam roller by a wall, bar, or counter so that your hand closest to the wall can hold on to it. We'll hold the Theraband that we've tied a quarter of the way in our outside hand, and we'll step on up to the roller. When you step up, keep your knees soft. And you're stepping up with the knees soft and the feet hip distance apart, holding that band on the outside. And give me an overhead press with the outside arm, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, pull the abs in, gaze forward, eye level. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees, pedaling the heels down, stretching out those calves. Arm is overhead in an overhead press. We're standing up tall. Our low abs are in. Chin is lifted. Low belly tight. Inhale. Exhale, little pedal. 2, 3, 4. Using the low abs. Inhale. Exhale, we pedal. 2, 3, 4. Keep your focus up eye level. Shoulders plugged down. Inhale. Exhale, pedal. 2. Try to not lean forward on this. Let the heels drop back. Inhale. Exhale and pedal. 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale. Exhale, we pedal. 2, 3, 4. Bend the knees. Step one foot off and then the other. And switch sides. Great. So you're working the upper back here. You're working the lower abs. This helps you with stability. And stability is imperative with horseback riding. A very strong center. So everything derives from the initiation of that core pulling in and the pelvic floor muscles lifting in and up. This is going to give you the stamina to keep your posture upright when you're doing jumps and to not be thrown by anything your horse gives you. You'll be ready. You'll be ready to react. Your body will respond in a wonderful fashion. Pull the low abs in, shoulders plugged down. Arm is isometrically held, so you don't have to move that. Pause on your inhale, pedal on your exhale. So pause to inhale, pulling the pelvis towards the heels. Exhale, move, bending the knees. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, pause, pull the pelvis down, brace the abs, exhale, and pedal. 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, pause, abs in, and exhale, pedal. 2, 3, and 4. Great. From here, we're going to move into some foam rolling for our lats. So if you can grab your foam roller, and people often like a anti-burst ball pillow or a foam yoga block under their head. You'll rest it on your bicep as you're getting into the fascia. So we're going to lie on our side, and we're going to bring our foam roller under the armpit. And I like to have most of the foam roller in front of me, so I'm towards the end of the foam roller. And I rest the ball block or pillow on my bicep so that the arm that's stretched out over it, my head can be supported on that. And then you can twist back, you can twist forward, you can walk forward and back. You want to get right under that armpit, into that tight fascia. Opening up the lats for better range of motion with the arms. Your ability to keep those elbows lifted, shoulders plugged down, so that your posture looks really nice when you're jumping, is affected by flexibility as well. So we want to open that fascia and go ahead and straighten the upper back up by building the upper back extensors. So give me another 15 seconds here. Find those knots, work your way around, and then I want you to switch to your non-dominant side. So when you're ready, go ahead and switch to that non-dominant side. Breathing in. Use your breath. Deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Don't check out with the belly. Make sure it's still pulling in towards the spine. You can hear each inhale. Relax the facial muscles. Plug the shoulders down. Get into those sticky spots. Twist forward, twist back, walk forward, walk back. Where is the tightest spot? Can you sit there? Can you relax into it? Breathe. Another 15 seconds. And then we're going to make our way to sit on the stability ball. We'll need our heaviest Theraband and our stability ball. The heaviest Theraband is going to go behind the back, and you're going to hold the ends out in front. So we call this in Pilates serve the platter. With this heaviest Theraband around our shoulder blades, seated on the ball, we're going to work on our balance, engaging our inner thighs like we were riding the horse. So we've got our legs in a wide straddle across the ball, and we're squeezing in on our inner thighs. We have this heaviest loop band behind our back to remind us to bring our shoulder blades into that so that we bring our upper back upright and we don't get kyphosis. So I like to think about my front ribs reaching for that band that's behind me, and my arms are forward, shoulder height stretched out. The band is behind your shoulder blades under your armpits. From here, with our legs in a wide second position, squeezing in on the ball, we're going to lift one foot up, finding our balance. So you should be seated with your adductors, your inner thighs squeezing in on the ball. So you're seated like in a wide squat position on the ball. Most of the ball's in front so that your inner thighs can squeeze in on it. Inhale and exhale, lift one foot up. Hold it here. Inhale, sit tall. So one inner thigh is pushing in and the other foot is lifted in the air behind you. So it's almost like a hamstring curl with the leg that's behind you because your thighs are forward and you're seated wide. You're breathing. And now we'll switch to the other foot, lifting the other foot up behind us, pointing the toes. Actually, let's dorsiflex. So flex the toes, hold it here. So one foot down, one foot up, and you're squeezing in on the ball with the inner thighs. Pull in and exhale. Hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Think about bringing the sternum towards that band that's behind the shoulder blades, palms facing up, shoulders plugged down, and switch back to the other side, shifting onto that foot. Other foot's dorsiflexed and is lifted just a few inches off the floor. Low belly in, inner thighs are squeezing in on that stability ball, working the inner thighs deeply, finding the adductors. Inhale, sitting taller. Exhale, still on this side. Inhale, brace the abs. And exhale, last time on the other side, shifting over, finding the balance on that one foot with the other leg lifted a few inches. Belly pulls in, inner thighs squeeze in as the pelvic floor muscles lift in and up. Hold it here. Inhale. Brace the abs and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. Brace the abs and exhale. Great. From here, we're going to grab our heaviest loop band, coming to our all fours position, coming to our back for our figure four stretch. So if you cannot grab your hamstring when you're in a figure four with one leg crossed over the other for your outer hip stretching, then you're going to want to use this heaviest loop band around the bottom leg. And you can put a ball block or pillow under your head if your neck is straining. We'll begin with the dominant leg on top, both feet dorsiflexed. And we've got one hand through that loop band, same hand as the side it's on. And the other hand is on the inner thigh, opening that top leg out to the side. Work for that pelvic extension here. Find some space between your low back and the floor. Tipping the tailbone forward, pulling the abdomen in. And then relax into a neutral pelvis here. You don't have to do too much extension, but make sure you're somewhere between flexion and extension, somewhere between rounding and arching your low back. Breathing into this stretch. Excellent stretch to open up the outer hip. On your next exhale, switching sides, setting up on the other side. Low belly in. Even here, low belly in is important for your pelvic position. Both feet dorsiflexed for your knees safety. Shoulders plugged down. Relax the eyes, relax the chest, relax the facial muscles. See if that upper back can imprint into the floor a little heavier. Same arm as the top leg is pushing into the inner thigh, opening it out to the side. Using your breath On your next exhale, I'd like you to bring the heaviest loop band around your upper arms above your elbows, making your way onto your hands and your knees. We're going to be doing a version of a version of down dog. So with that heaviest loop band above our elbows, we'll tuck our toes under, coming into downward facing dog. Make sure your abs are in at all times here because you're lifting that pelvis up, and it can be hard on our low backs because of the hamstring and calf flexibility. Tip the tailbone up, push the forehead into the band. It's there so that you can engage the neck flexors. Inhale with the pelvis lifting, the head pushing into the band. Pedal your feet like we did when we were standing on the foam roller. Again, inhale, push the head into the band. Send your tailbone up, abs in. Exhale, pedal. 2, 3, 4. Belly in, inhale. And exhale, pedal. 2, 3, 4. One more, inhale. And exhale, pedal. 2, 3, 4. Lower the knees slowly to the floor. Take off that loop band. From here, coming up to stand. Great job. We're going to grab our lightest loop band. This is our orange band in the YouniquelyFit kit. And our stability ball. We're going to find a wall and we're going to bring the stability ball behind our back for a series of sumo squats with our lightest loop band around our wrists, palms facing in towards one another, and the stability ball against the wall with our back against it. We're going to begin our squats. Inhale, lifting the arms overhead. The ball is behind the back. And from here, we're going to side bend and lift to center. Exhale, side bend and lift to center. We're doing sumo squats with the stability ball behind our back. So the ball is behind our back. Inhale, lowering into the squat. Inhale, brace your abs. Arms are up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, center. Brace the abs. Exhale. Inhale, standing back up from that squat. So I'm starting with the ball mid-back so that when I sit deep into my sumo squat, that the ball ends up around my sacrum tailbone area. My arms are lifted overhead. Once I'm at the bottom of the sumo squat, I bend to one side on my exhale. I bring it up on the inhale. And that loop band is around the wrist with the palms facing in towards one another. Shoulders are plugged down. We're breathing. Our legs are slightly externally rotated from the top of the hip sockets. The low belly is pulled in at all times. And it depends on your body, but you should not be rounding your low back. So make sure that ball is in a position to where you can have neutral pelvis. So when you lower down into the sumo squat, you're maintaining the lift of your abs, and you bend and you lift on the inhale. You bend on your exhale. You lift on your inhale. You pause at the bottom to let your inner thighs pull you deeper into the sumo squat, and then you lift back up, standing tall without locking the knees at the top. Give me 2 more sets. Exhale, sit back, and we bend to the side. Inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, bend it to the side. Inhale, lift it up. Stay low. Tip the tailbone back. Pull the abs in. And inhale, standing back up. Last set. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, lift center. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, lift center. Hold it there. Exhale, sit lower. And inhale, stand back up. From here, we're going to grab our lightest Theraband, and this is the yellow band in the YouniquelyFit kit. We're going to stand on it with our dominant leg's foot and gather the band in our hand, and we're going to stand our foot on the stability ball. And this time I want it to be in side knee flexion. So you have one foot standing on the Theraband and one foot standing on the stability ball. And the leg on the stability ball is out in side knee flexion. So the foot is on there, and we're going to, from here, we're going to load the same, we're going to load our hand and we're going to lift the elbow up and the forearm comes out to the side. So notice as I take it down, my elbow points out to the side and then I lift the forearm. And I'm doing this with the same arm as the leg on the ball. So it's a little different. The tailbone is back. There's a soft bend in the knee. The other hand can be on the hip, behind the head, or in a high V. We're lifting it up and lowering it down. So you have to use your abs here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Switching sides. Setting up on the other side, using the low belly, pulling it in, increasing the length of your inhales and exhales. So make sure that that leg is out to the side in knee flexion. Tip the tailbone back. Begin when you're ready. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. What's happening with the other arm? Choose where it is. Is it on the hip? Is it overhead? Plug the shoulders down. Lift the chin up. Take your gaze a little higher than eye level. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Give me 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, lower. And one more here. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Great. So we're going to grab our 3-pound weight. And we're going to grab our lightest loop band. And this is our orange band in the YouniquelyFit kit. It's going to come around your ankles. It looks like this. I'd like you to keep it around your ankles. I do not have flat back posture, so I'm taking it off now, but you're keeping it on. And you've got your 3-pound weight. Let's start with it in your dominant hand. Actually, start with it in your non-dominant hand. Face me. We're going to do a quarter turn onto the leg, same leg as the side that has the weight. We'll lift the outside leg to side knee flexion like we were just standing in. So transverse plane, quarter turn to balance. And then that loaded arm is going to do our PNF arm we just did. So actually switch the arm. It should be in the same hand as your leg that's lifted. And we'll take it up. So it's almost like Peter Pan pulling a sword out. That's what they say on the Reformer. Pull it out. There we go. Good. And now pull the low abs in a little bit more. Plug the shoulders down. Dorsiflex the foot. Good. And switch the hand that has the band and do the quarter turn back. So you just have to quarter turn back and you'll be on the other side. Other hand can be on the hip, behind the head, or overhead in the high V, whichever you'd like. Make sure the leg that's inside knee flexion, the foot's active, dorsiflexed. Once you've done 3 of those, switch hands again, quarter turn around. Find the balance immediately. This is for injury prevention as well as sports enhancement for your horseback riding. So 90% of injuries occur when we're turning. And so we want to make sure that we can stabilize. It's imperative if you fall and you twist that you can find your balance and you can lift up through the lower pelvic floor and obliques. Give me one more set, turning, finding the balance, side knee flexion, abs engaged. Don't lock out in your supporting knee. Keep the supporting knee soft. Excellent. From here, we're going to roll out the posterior delts. We'll do that with the trigger ball. You can do this with the foam roller against the wall if you don't have a trigger ball. I'll show you both variations. The foam roller would look like this. And the trigger ball, you're going to get a little deeper into the fascia. So I'd advise getting a tennis ball or trigger ball. And you'll go to a side lying position with an anti-burst ball or an anti-burst ball or a yoga block under your head. It could be a pillow as well. You can also do this standing if it feels better. So a lot of different variations. We've got floor variation with the trigger ball, side lying, and we've got pinning it against the wall, standing profile. So we're getting into the posterior delts here, this fascia between the tricep head, right here. It's like this little divot. Most people have a divot here, and you're going to get into that fascia. And to do so, you can You can pull your shoulder forward and plug it back. Pull it forward and back. Keep breathing into that. We're on the dominant arm probably. If we're not, go ahead and switch sides. Good. A couple more seconds here if you're on your dominant side. And go ahead and switch to the non-dominant. If you were on your non-dominant, stay on that dominant side. Get into it. Breathe here. So this fascia can get pretty tight, especially if you're riding daily. And you just want to make sure that you massage it out so you don't get so tight that you pull something or that you have kyphosis as a response to the overactivity of those muscles pulling you into that rounded position that you do not want when you're jumping or performing. So pull the low abs in, plug the shoulders down even here as the arm goes forward and back, getting into that fascia. And one more breath here. Great job. We're moving into our final standing series. We're going to be doing Warrior 2 with our stability ball in front of our front leg's foot and our 3-pound weight in our back arm. So to get into Warrior 2, I like to stand in the center of my mat with my legs in a wide parallel position. I have the weight in my hand and I take the stability ball. I turn one set of toes to 12 o'clock and put the ball on those toes. So in my Warrior 2 position, I'll bend the front knee, sinking low into it. The weight will be in the back arm's hand, and I'm going to row and press, taking a twist up. So I'll inhale, lift the weight, and exhale, lower. And the key is to not bend, to not take the bend out of the front knee. So you stay low in Warrior 2 here. Breathing. We have that hand resting on the ball, challenging the low abs because you can't get fully secure with the stability ball. And you'll lift in and up a little bit more, finding the muscles that help you stabilize and control movement. Keep that going using your breath. Another 15 seconds here. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Plug the shoulders down. Make sure the belly's in before you lift. And you're lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Last one on this side. Inhale. And let's switch sides. Setting up on the other side. Getting into those low abs. Turn the toes. Rest the stability ball on those front toes. Weight in the back arm. Make sure your stance is wide enough that it's a nice challenge. You're opening up the hips as you sink low into your Warrior 2. Inner thighs should be engaging, quadricep engaging. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Keep that going. And inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, lower. Keep it going. Inhale, up. Exhale down, sink a little lower. Inhale, lift. Now watch the knee traction. The knee should be tracking over the second and third metatarsals. And so you want to think about making sure the knee isn't bowing out or in. Just stay safe here. We got another 15 seconds. Stick with it. Pull the low abs in. You've got this. Hear your breath. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. Give me one more. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Okay, set the stability ball to the side as well as the weight and bring your back against a wall. Your feet can be about a foot forward and I want your arms in cactus. With the arms in cactus, I want you to find an imprint. Your elbows should be as high as your shoulders. Pull the belly in and then try to press your upper back into the wall. Get your elbows as high as your shoulders. There we go. Lift your chin a few inches. Soften the breastbone in towards the shoulder blades and press the shoulder blades into the wall. We're going to be here for a full minute. If at any time this becomes too much, you can turn around, put your hands on the wall and arch your back and find cow position. But see if you can hold this, building that upper back awareness and strength, because we're going to do a progression from this pose into an active hamstring stretch. So I want you to be fully aware of how to hold this position and get back to it quickly. So really press the shoulder blades into the wall, pull the abdomen in. Make sure you're not holding the breath. Just another 10 seconds. You've got it. Good. Lift the chin a few inches. Soften the breastbone towards the shoulder blades. Press the shoulder blades into the wall. From here, grab your stability ball. Now, still standing by the wall as we were before, put the stability ball right in front of you and bring one of your feet, let's start with your dominant leg, onto the ball in knee flexion. Bring your hands back into cactus on the wall as they were before. Give me one press up of the arms. Inhale. Exhale as you pull down, extend that shin forward and tip your tailbone back, reaching your arms towards your toes. Tip your tailbone back, reaching the arms off the wall towards the toes. Hinging forward. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. And inhale back upright to cactus pose, pressing the arms overhead, trying to press the shoulder blades into the wall. Yes, and that leg comes back into knee flexion. And then we extend it out, tipping the tailbone back, bracing the abs, holding it there. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. And inhale back to cactus, pressing overhead. And exhale, extending the leg out as we hinge forward from the hips, pulling the belly in. Inhale, there it is. And exhale. And inhale back up to cactus, pressing overhead. And last time, take it forward, hinging forward, hold it there. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. Inhale back upright, switch sides. Good, really working on that hamstring flexibility because we're going to do some active leg swings in a minute through the sagittal plane. So I want to make sure they're nice and open and you're aware of your core. Pressing up and then extending the leg out on your exhale as you hinge forward, holding it out. Inhale, brace the abs. And exhale. Inhale, bring your back onto the wall, cactus. Bring the leg in, pressing the arms up. Inhale, bending and extending the tailbone back, bracing the abs, holding it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. And inhale, back up tall and pressing the arms up. Exhale, bringing them down, hinging forward, tipping that tailbone back. Reach it forward, hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. And inhale back up tall. Last set, you've got this. Make it count. Belly in. Inhale, press up. Lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee as you hinge forward. Belly stays in. Hold it here. Inhale 1, breathe. Exhale 1. And inhale back into knee flexion. Move the ball to the side. Grab your heaviest Theraband that we were using for the serve the platter arms when you were doing your frontal plane exercise, the adductor squeezing exercise on the stability ball. So I like to hold it like a jump rope, throw it behind my shoulder blades so it comes under my armpits and my palms are forward. This way I can bring my chest towards that band behind me. And I'm going to step forward onto whatever leg I want, and I'm going to swing one leg forward and back. So stepping forward into the sagittal plane, leg swings forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Stop for a second, inhale, and then again, exhale, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Pause, inhale, hold it forward, brace the abs, and again, exhale, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Step onto the leg you were swinging, other side. Stepping forward through space, finding it, swing forward, back, back, forward, back. Pause. Inhale, brace the abs. Exhale, swing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, brace. Exhale, swing. 2, and this is for your hamstring flexibility. So challenge yourself, keeping the abs tight. Now step backwards through space onto that leg, still swinging forward and back, forward and back. Now bring the chest back into that band behind your shoulder blades. Flip the palms up. Take your focus up higher. Pause on your inhales. Move that leg, swinging it on your exhales. And switch, stepping backwards through space again. And sweep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale, belly in. Exhale, sweep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. Inhale last time. Exhale, sweep. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wonderful. From here, set that band down. Grab your stability ball. You're going to face the wall for our final stretch, pushing the hands into the stability ball like this. So chest height, like so. Step your dominant leg back first and internally rotate that leg in the hip socket, the leg that is back. Turn that leg in, pigeon-toed, from the hip. You'll feel the peroneals, the outer calf muscles stretching. Push your pelvis forward, plug your shoulders down, pull the belly in. Hold it here. You've done so well today. Close your eyes, inhale, belly in. And exhale, drive the hips forward as you push the hands into the ball. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, belly in. Exhale, push into the ball, pelvis forward. 2, 3, 4. One more. Inhale, abs in. And exhale, drive the pelvis forward. 2, 3, 4. Switch sides. So make sure you start really close so that your arms aren't too extended and the elbows don't have to hyperextend. And then from here, pull the belly in, plug the shoulders down, keep your focus up a little higher than eye level. Internally rotate that back leg in the hip socket so we get into the peroneals, that outer calf muscle. Pull the belly in. Use the inhales. And lift the chin, exhale. Close the eyes, inhale. And exhale. With the eyes closed, inhale, visualize yourself on the horse. And whatever you're most scared of happening when you're riding, visualize it happening right now. The worst scenario, visualize yourself seeing it happen, hearing it happen, feeling it happen. Keep your eyes closed, inhale. Now let that image go. And I want you to revisit this thing you're scared of and visualize the best scenario happening. I want you to feel what it feels like for that to happen. Hear what it feels like. The applause. See what it feels like. And let that go. Let's come to a standing position at the front of our mat. Wonderful work.